we go. And good evening, Bibs. And if you're joining us, you're of course joining us for the weekly recap show. And with me, I have PA Lady, Insika 707.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's flight. You are joining us for Air Clan Wars.
I was waiting for that, and in the seat pocket in front of you. Oh, that's so brilliant. Anyway, guys, if you are joining us, thank you very much for joining us. And as always, let's just get the technicalities out of the way. We were having some issues on last week's stream with Sika's mic on her side, so hopefully we've managed to sort that out. We did actually seem to sort it out this week on the game stream that we had, but I wanted to double check with the guys on the stream and just check with you guys if you are hearing us properly and seeing us properly and all sorts of things like that. I always like to do that with the streams to make sure that we're bringing you some quality stuff, right? So hopefully you guys are seeing us and hearing us nicely. So I see there's a couple of people that has joined us in the stream as well. So I'm just going to call out very quickly so far who I can see. I see Mr. White's here, the Freak Show's here, I see Shadow Express is here as well, and we were just joined by Lisa. So Little Green Monster also joining us, and it seems that our sound is crystal clear.
Yes.
And love it and all
Yay.
of that sort of stuff. Yay! We should have done that on the other stream, right?
Yes, probably.
All right, excellent. So, Sika, busy week this week, right?
Sure.
Well, this past
the
week.
busiest.
And this coming week is going to be busy as well.
Of course. So we're going into week 3, and obviously everybody is a little bit amped up to see who is going through towards semi-finals. I know there's a few teams have already basically secured their spots, but we are still trying to get some rankings for our next season.
Yes, and obviously maybe I've had some questions this week, so maybe, and I did try and explain, but obviously let's call it reiterate that, right? So guys, here in season 1, it's not just about your pool rankings, right? Obviously the where the guys rank in the pool will determine who goes through to the semis, but what the guys are also playing for is what is called the overall ranking. Now you can find this overall ranking of course on the website, which is www.bfclanwars.net, and there's actually a tab there that says season 1 overall rankings. And the reason why that overall rankings is important is that these teams will automatically be ranked according to that within Season 2. Now, we can't give you too much detail about Season 2 as yet because there's a couple of things that we are still planning on, but what we can say is that it will be towards the end of January. Of course, Season 1, very much a short season. It's only about 6 weeks, of which we sort of halfway by next week, and the idea was to get the guys into the game, to get everybody playing, to get the teams used to how we are going to run the league and that sort of stuff. But season 2 will be a much longer affair, right?
Definitely.
With a little bit more planning, by the way, just on a side note, in case people are wondering.
It's not that we haven't planned this one really well. It's just that we had to get it all done before Christmas, the Christmas Exodus, as we call it.
Yes. So we aim to be finished before the 15th, which is the Great Exodus. And that is, of course, when everybody's leaving and jumping on planes and jumping in cars and shutting down warehouses and all sorts of interesting stuff. And then, of course, we have nobody around, at least not in Joburg. They're all playing on their PlayStations from Durban and Cape Town, hopefully. And
some of us, right?
Yes. So, guys, again, just from that perspective, the guys are, of course, playing for their pools for the semis, but the overall plan is to also secure their ranked position within the league, and that is primarily for season 2. And as I said, for those guys that are out there that are busy putting together teams or busy making clans, have the date sort of in the back of your mind. That will be towards the end of January that we will be doing or kicking off season 2. Now, whether that'll be the actual date when the tournament goes live, well, we'll have to wait and see. but that is coming and it is on its way, and we're already doing some planning around that. But there we go. So let's have a quick look at what the playoffs look like at the moment. So guys, as you heard Seeker say, we are entering week 3, and the guys that are going to be playing this week, which is week 3, will be 4Q matching up with Darkside Gaming South Africa. It will be LLG or Lifeline Gaming matching up against DPS Blue. We've got UB matching up against DA Diabetic Alliance. I want to say, I keep wanting
You
to
got it right this time.
you know what I want to say? I keep wanting to say Diabolic Alliance. I don't know why.
Is that like a spin-off of Evil?
Yeah, Diabetic Alliance. Then we've got GSE, the girls facing off against the old men of Vinco. I'm quite excited to see what happens there. We've got PA facing off against DPS Green. PA, of course, is Project Alpha. Then we've got the Bob Boys facing off against Dogs of War, and that's going to be an epic match, I think, as well. So, of course, a little bit later in the show, we will give you guys the exact dates of those games as well. But just a quick overview of exactly who's playing this week, and just to reiterate that next week, of course, the semi-finals start, and that will be the winner of each pool within the 6 pools facing off against each other. Of course, Pool 1 facing Pool 6, Pool 2 facing Pool 5, and Pool 3 facing Pool 4. What a mouthful. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
So, what did you think about the games this week, Sika?
Sure, there's some really good games this week. I think that it was a little bit sad for us that Project Alpha couldn't play their match, but of course, you know, they had to forfeit that one. But I'm really glad to see that they've managed to come back for week 3 and actually play against DPS Green.
Absolutely, and for those people who weren't following along on the Facebook page and the chats and so on, of course, Project Alpha this week had a bit of a situation. Nothing within their control, unfortunately. You know, life happens, and unfortunately, due to life happening, they had to forfeit the game on Thursday night. Right, there was some broken equipment and some people traveling for business purposes and that sort of stuff. So again, you know, nothing within their control. And I was actually quite sad because I was looking forward to that game, really.
Yeah, so were we actually.
But a
We
bunch
had
of
all the strats worked out, and you know, like, yeah.
absolutely. But listen, within this competition so far, a bunch of great players emerging, right?
Yes.
And as part of what we're doing for the comp, we are also on a weekly basis now awarding MVPs or Most Valuable Player Awards, right? And the Most Valuable Player Awards is actually the captain of a particular team has to nominate a player for a MPV award, MVP award, sorry, and that player then actually gets the award on their online profile, right? Now, of course, that online profile is at www.bfclanwars.net, and they get it together with some points. And as you guys know by now, if you rack up some points at some point you have enough points and that actually earns you a voucher, right? And that voucher is redeemable directly on the store for some online shopping. Of course, you've got to earn a very high rank to get that, but yes. But of course that is what the points count towards as well. And what I've got is I've actually got a list of those most valuable players for the last 2 weeks, so I'm just going to put them up there. And Sika, I'll do week 1, which is on the left, and you can do week 2, yeah?
Alright, let's do this.
Right, so most valuable players nominated by their captains for week 1. For Evil, it was Mr. White, congratulations. For Gig, we had Prop Lewis. For Old Men of Venka, we had Dallas ZA. For DA, we had Helen Zilla. For VDT, it was the
Ancient Enigma.
The Ancient Enigma. Yes, that writing all together like that makes it difficult. The Ancient Enigma. Of course, for Dogs of War, it was SB. It was a magnificent play. If you recall last week's Blitz, SB was on there. Then I'm talking over DPS, and I think that's blue. There we go. And that was XX Bad Maxi. XX. Little kisses at the back there. DPS green, we had Stranger Pinks. For PlayStation War Games, it was the Flapjacks 08. GSE, it was Markod. We had Southboy for Ari, and then of course for Darkside Gaming South Africa, it was Jumper ZA. So that was pretty cool. Those were the most valuable players as nominated by the captains for week 1. Seeker week 2.
All right. In week two, for the 4Q mate match, we had Mr. No Aim Assist. VDT was Rima. Am I saying that right? Rima 56ZA. For PlayStation War Games was Royal 9 Seconds. BOB was Shadow Express, and we get to see a great clip from Shadow Express as well a little bit later. UB had the A Terminator. Gigs MVP was Bad Boy Rock MW3. So I'm assuming that's a Modern Warfare 3 gamer tag there. Uh, so we can see why he's MVP there. GSE had Superdan Zizi. GSG had Vulcan 777. Great, great, great gameplay by her on in our match. LRG had. Oh, I can see why you had me do week two. Uh, Kirito
Kerito
Chroma.
Chroma.
Kirito
Yeah.
Chroma. That's very Japanese, I think.
Yeah, it
Maybe.
sounds
Yeah,
very samurai,
yeah.
right?
And of course, Ari had Mr. Dachaman.
There we go, Mr. Dachman.
Yeah.
So there we go, guys. Those guys all got the Most Valuable Player award from their captains, and you can see the little symbol there. That's also the award as it is displayed on their profiles on the website. So congratulations to all of those players. It was absolutely great to watch, and also thank you to the captains. And I guess you guys should thank your captains for nominating you for these Most Valuable Player awards. Now, of course, as I said, on the left we had week one, and on the right we had week two. But next week will be the last week where you are, or you have an opportunity, let's say, to be nominated as a Most Valuable Player by your captain. After week three, or after the pool playouts, of course, there will be no MVP awards, so it will only be up until this coming week that we will still have that. And then the next Most Valuable Player will actually be nominated by Clan Wars themselves, right? And that will be the Most Valuable Player for the league season. And that player will also win something. I'm not going to tell you what he's going to win now, but he will also win a little something that he can use on the store. Probably I've given away what he's going to win. And of
Oh,
course, that person will be picked from these lists, right?
yes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I
So
interrupted you. You were
no,
busy
no,
saying
no, it's
something.
not a problem. I just wanted to point out there it does look a little bit sort of lopsided that there are some names missing from the week two list, and that is of course because there wasn't a match between Evil and Project Alpha.
Correct, correct. So of course we couldn't award a MVP, right? If there was no match.
Yes.
So because of that forfeit and the fact that that match didn't happen, that's why you have 12 names on the left and only 10 names on the right. But nonetheless, congratulations to all the guys that received the award so far. This coming week will be the last week that you can get it. So play your hearts out, and the winner will come from this list at the end of the season, and that will be picked by Clan Wars themselves. So there we go. And
In other words, us.
yes, yes. And that's the MVPs, right? So you were busy between yesterday and today again with doing some clip work, weren't you?
I was, I was. And I really enjoy getting a chance to do it because I get to listen to the streams and actually, watch the gameplay and stuff like that as well. Guys, it is a lot of gameplay to watch.
Yeah. I can
Yeah,
imagine. I can imagine. But
but I really enjoy it. I've been wanting to do it for a while for the seasons. It's a little bit easier when there's only 6 matches happening in a week.
yes, I agree. I mean, if you've got 12 or 18 matches happening, I guess it's a little bit harder, right?
Yeah,
But are you ready to go to the blitz?
I think so. I think so. Just a hi over there to Zach and Yoshi who joined us as well as Leash, hello Lichi, and Dirk. I see Dirk and Ruben Forster as well.
Lekker. Nice. Right, so let us cross over to the Blitz clips of the week. And I've got a little bit of intro there. Ta-da! Rightio, guys. So we are going to show you some clips. We've got 5 clips for you tonight. Some of them we will comment on before, and some of them we will comment after. But we will tell you who these clips are for and roughly what they're about, and you guys can give us some comments in the stream what you think about them. So the first clip that we're going to look at is a clip that was taken on the match between RE versus UB. And I think to be noted on this clip is definitely the final kill, which was a double kill, Seeker, right?
Yeah, it wasn't quite the final kill of that map or match, but I remember it was such a great final kill that we actually said in the in the stream that this is definitely going into clips.
Right. So there we go, guys. Here it comes. And look at that. Oh,
Wow.
RE did a similar thing to what Yubi did in the first round, right? I mean, I couldn't even switch in time.
Look at that.
Oh, double. That was a good.
That was a good. That's gonna. I think that might make it into clips, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, that might make it into the blitz. If the guys are watching with us on the stream, tell us what you thought about that last kill. And that was also, of course, with the name that I was struggling, right? McCandor, and I ended up calling him Mac, and I hope he forgives me for that one. But yeah,
Rather that than a few of the other ones you called him during the match.
yeah. I mean, we do what we do, right? So the next clip is actually quite an interesting one. It was the game between LLG, Lifeline Gaming, and VDT. And this clip, I think you took out because of that extremely long-range kill by one of the LLG players, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it was great reflexes. Even the girls in the chat were like, "What?"
All right, let's have a look at it.
See, Thunder got revived.
Through that wall.
Some walls you can shoot through, yes.
What?
Nero gets a kill on Enigma. Another one, nice! Well done. 2 quick kills.
That was good.
Well
That was
done.
good.
Nice. Very nice kill.
Of course, that kill was done by Nero Venom, and also rocking that gold skin, right?
I know. I saw that. I was like, "Ooh, so pretty."
Now, the third clip for the week is actually a bit of a painful one, isn't it, Seeker?
Yeah.
This
I thought you said we weren't going to discuss this.
Well, I mean, this was you looking for a hole, right?
That out of context, it's not great.
Yeah, no, I know,
It was
but
me really trying to avoid getting shot. Okay.
well, look, I mean, if the guys watch the clip, they will see that you tried. But yeah, let's just run the clip, shall we? Here it goes.
Go to the. I was like, I know they're coming.
You
Go
almost
to the hut.
outran him.
Almost.
Almost.
And that was the down the rabbit hole experience.
Luckily, Alice didn't get shot on her way down, or it would have been a really, really
Well,
short.
Alice sort of got shot just as she was about to go down the rabbit hole. So, stuff happens,
It seemed
right?
like a really good idea at the time. Okay, I knew someone was up there, and I was like, yeah, if I stay behind this thing, I'm gonna get shot. So I may as well just try, right?
Yeah. No, it was all good. It was all good. Now, the next clip is actually the game. Sorry, guys, that clip was, of course, between the game between GSG, Gunslinger Girls, and PlayStation War Games. And the next clip is actually between GSE, Gunslinger Elite, and the 4Q Gentlemen. And I'm not going to comment before this clip. I'm actually going to comment after it. So here it comes.
Now that was a fight. Solid work.
I want to say all sorts of interesting things, right? Like
I know what you're gonna say about this clip.
that Calpone had a 5 KD, that GSE played a great game, and all of those things are true. But the thing that I want to say about that clip is only a real man can rock a pink gun. Right.
I knew you were gonna say something about that.
So Calpone, if you're out there and you're watching the video, give it a like, bud. You deserve it. Yeah, look, personally, me, I don't do those bright skins. I have enough trouble hiding as it is. So you know, with pink skins and things, I just stand out more. So it's even worse, right?
But like you said, real men rock pink, right?
Yeah, Calpane can do it, right? Anyway, so and then the last clip that we're showing you on the Blitz for this week, and this is the game between Gig 797 and they were versing Bob. And can I be honest?
I struggled with this one. I really struggled with this one.
Can I
Because
tell you?
I was just looking at the final kill.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but there's so much context to this. And so it's a little bit of a long one, but it is so worth it.
Can I tell you though that I think that this gentleman, for me personally, definitely gets Player of the Week, right? Without a doubt. So. And of course, guys, we are referring to Mr. Shadow Express himself.
Quick, before you play that, Cal is on the stream. He says, "Hell yeah, brother."
There we go. So rocking that pink gun, I love it, man. Love it. So the game between Gig versus Bob, and this is the clip from Shadow Express in that last moments of the round. And honestly speaking, exceptionally well played, that guys. And I think you can judge for yourself. So here it goes.
Charlie pushing in. Charlie got the plant.
Shadow's on a 1v3 at the moment. 1v3 and he's got a defuse. You know, will he take the time out to opt for a revive, or he's just gonna push straight through? He's slowly, quickly made it into a fucking 1v1. Obviously, it takes like a millisecond to obviously defuse the bomb.
Charlie has to watch the bomb here, bro.
No, it's defused. Millisecond. Now there's 3 minutes on the clock. But at the same time, Charlie, no.
Unlucky.
Well, I was about to change, never mind. Unlucky.
I mean.
So there we go. And I think that clip pretty much speaks for itself, right?
Yeah, no, it was incredible gameplay. I think he was 1v5 before that clip.
Yes, he was 1v5. I think he got 4 kills, managed to arm the bomb in the same run.
Disarm the bomb.
Disarm the bomb, sorry, in the same run. And absolutely incredible. So well done to Shadow Express. Definitely has my vote there for Player of the Week, right?
For sure. I think we got so many people messaging us after that round going, you guys have to watch that last kill in that specific time frame because it has to be on Blitz clips. I was like, okay, well, I guess that decision was made.
Absolutely. So there we go, guys. That was the Blitz for the week, and congratulations also to all those guys that managed to make it into the Blitz. And of course, this coming week we will again be watching out for those Blitz clips. I mean, at the moment we're sort of trying to keep it to about 5 clips. You know, as we said, the recap shows we try and sort of keep to, you know, half an hour, 40 minutes normally maximum. But of course, if there are more good clips, then we will pull those out and we will show you guys those as well. But I think it's time to get to the pool, Seeker. What do you think?
I think so.
Nice, let's pull them up. So guys, what you see on your screen right now is the pools for the week, and we'll quickly talk through them. And let's start over there at pool 1. So at the moment, leading that pool, of course, they are 1 game up on the 2 other teams is GSE, and they are leading with 23 points at the moment. Of course, Darkside Gaming South Africa and 4Q are both a game down. That game will actually be happening this week, but Darkside Gaming South Africa on 13 points there, and 4Q on 7. So Darkside has their job cut out for them this week, if they want to go through the semis, right?
For sure. I mean, it is possible.
Absolutely.
It's one of the few pools that it is actually possible for them to still go through. So
Correct. But of course, for Q, not an easy game, right, at all. So Darkside does have their job cut out for them. Then moving on to Pool 2, we have VDT there at the moment who finished both their games. They're on 26 points with DPS Blue and LLG still one game down. DPS Blue on 14, LLG on 4. And again, DPS has their job cut out there for them, right? Also still possible there for DPS. Let's see how that game goes against LLG, and we'll give you guys the times and dates after we talk about the pools, but that game also happening this week. Pool 3 then, we've got RE, which has pretty much secured their position in the semis for now within Pool 3. But obviously this week the game between UB and DA still happening. UB at the moment up on 7 points with DA there in third position with 4. And of course these guys very much this week playing out for their position in the overall league, right?
that's correct, yeah.
Then we have Pool 4, which is PlayStation War Games leading there on 17 points with both their games completed. Then the two teams with their game this week, Old Men of Vinco on 15 points and GSG, the Gunslinger Girls, on 2 points there. So that's going to be a fight this week as well. Of course, Old Men of Vinco need a couple of points there to secure their semi-final position, but that's week 4. And you're also playing in that game, Seeker, are you?
I am.
There we
I
go.
will not be streaming it on my channel for my points.
It's gonna,
That's disastrous.
that's gonna be fun. You're looking forward to it though?
I am really looking forward to that match.
Nice.
I think the girls are ready.
Really amped up, are they?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, of course.
That's great.
You
Right,
know
so
us, we're there for a good time, right?
Yeah.
Not for a long time.
yeah, it's stupid. Right, so Pool 5 then, and Evil there pretty much securing their position in the semis with 2 games being done, and DPS Green and PA playing this week for their position in the overall league. Of course, you can see there also indicated is the 1 forfeit by PA. Again, no fault of their own. Life happens. There was some broken equipment and some people traveling, so these guys really did try and get to that match. So unfortunate, because I was really looking forward to see how they were gonna play. That is Pool 5. Pool 6 then, we've got Dogs of War, and they are at the top there with 15 points. They've pretty much got this week left as well, their game against Bob, and I must be honest, I think this is going to be a nice game to watch. The game between Dogs of War and Bob. Both of
I
them.
actually think we might be streaming that one.
Yes, I think for the moment that is the plan, is that we stream the Dogs of War versus Bob game. We did actually ask them to schedule it on Tuesday. I see they scheduled it for a different day, so let's see if we can still get to it. But Bob Bob there in second place with 14%, 14 points. Dow Dogs of War leading with 15 points, and then Gig finished both their matches there and on 12 points. And that is the pool standings for the week. Actually looking very, very nice as we are leading into the semis. Now, of course, next week is going to be very busy, Seeker, right?
It is going to be so busy.
As-
So much fun.
As is every freaking week, to be honest, but okay. And having a quick look at when those games will be played. So our first game, actually we have 2 happening on Wednesday. And on Wednesday we have GSG versus Old Men of Vinco, so that's the girls versus the old men there. Then also that is at 8:30 actually, and then at 9 o'clock, half an hour later, we've got 4Q facing off against Darkside Gaming South Africa, and I think that is going to be a very, very interesting game. Now the problem that I have here is that I actually do want to watch both these matches, so Wednesday night for me is pretty much booked.
It's a good thing you got more than one screen, right?
Yes, but I actually want to watch both of these because I think both of them are going to be really interesting. Then on Thursday night we've got actually 4 games happening, so that's just going to be very busy, and I think we might also be streaming that night, so I won't actually get to watch some of these games. I'll get to watch them after, but I would actually like to watch them live. But nonetheless, we've got DPS Blue there versus Lifeline Gaming, and that's Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Half an hour later, 8:30, DPS Green versus Project Alpha, which is going to be interesting as well. Then we've got at the same starting at the same time, also 8:30, UB versus DA, which is possibly the game that we will be streaming for now. And then at 9 o'clock, we've got Dogs of War versus Bob. Sorry, did I say we were going to be streaming UB?
That's the one
Sorry, UB guys. We will be streaming Dogs of War versus Bob. I think that's still on at the moment, and we will confirm later in the week. But I think that's probably the one that we will end up streaming. And that is the games for the week. So very quickly,
Sure.
a big discussion this week has of course been the big update, which was version 1.09, just over 12 gig, and I understood that there was some painful moments there for some of the guys downloading that update, and a couple of bug fixes, a couple of nerves as well, and I think we should probably just give a shout out, right? I mean, this game is highly supported at the moment, and you can see that from the developer side in terms of trying to fix things and listening to the community and that sort of thing. So I think that's a very good thing. And then the other big news is, of course, the weekend's DDoS attack, right? And I believe that there was quite a few people that were affected by this, especially the people that were on a specific internet service provider, including myself.
Yes, we don't mention names, but this is not the first time it has happened.
And it was very painful. I was very frustrated Friday night, last night, this afternoon. So hopefully, guys, it looks like it's now relatively stable. So for those of you that were affected by that DDoS attack out of London, hopefully your internet is back up and running and everything is working properly.
Yeah, you just wish they would go pick on somebody like, you know, much
somebody else.
bigger
Yes.
city.
Yes.
Go
yes.
away.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And there we go, Sika. That's what we had for the peeps tonight, right?
And that's it. Guys, of course, if you like what we're doing and want to show some support, obviously don't forget to make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit the little bell so that you get notifications when we go live, and of course like the video because we love seeing that you love it.
Yes, absolutely. Give us a like there. That's always appreciated. Very nice, very nice. But I think I've said everything. I think maybe just as a last bit, again, a shout out to our League Masters, Little Green Monster, and are we officially
Motionless Roach.
Are we officially using that name now? Motionless Roach. There we go. Motionless Roach and Little Green Monster. For their hard work, always following up with the teams and getting the info and doing some stuff for us on the website. It's absolutely awesome having you guys on board. And of course, like I said already, in preparation for season 2. So if you are out there and you are getting a team ready or thinking about getting a team ready, have the end of January in mind to do that. More detail to follow. Give us your PA.
Because we've had a lot of people ask us, when's the next season? Obviously, they didn't have enough people, or they weren't aware of the actual comp going down, or we had actually closed registration before they got a chance to put everyone together. So, yes, end of January.
Have it
So,
in mind.
yes.
Can you do that in your PA voice?
Don't put me on the spot or anything. Guys, save the date for the end of January when the next Clan Wars season will take place.
There we go. See, PA voice. We got, for in case you guys are wondering why I'm doing that, on the stream this week, the game stream that we had, we got dubbed Nas, I think it was Nas, Bueta, and PA Lady.
Yes.
Now I can totally get your PA lady, right? I don't know where this Nas Bueta thing comes from, but I'll own it, right? Why not?
I think it's because you've done the whole the whole North Buerta voice before in streams. I think the guys that have been watching streams for a while with us can
Of
still
course.
remember that.
On the other hand, Darren.
Yes, that one.
Absolutely great. There we go. And Jinx, just joining us here at the end, buddy. You might have to rewind a little bit, but I see, I think that's Jinx joining us there on the stream as well. How's it, man?
That's usually Jinx, yeah.
All good, all good. But guys, I think that's what we had for you for tonight. Sika, I don't think there's anything else that I forgot, neglected, or didn't mention. Anything from your side?
Just thank you for joining us on Air Clan Wars this evening. I hope you had a brilliant flight, and we hope to see you again soon.
Hit the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Excellent, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. That is all that we had for you for tonight. I'm Yakasal for Battle Bros. Leave no one standing.